What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but some of you may recognize that sound. Not that one. That one. Those are turkeys. So we got turkeys from McMurray. And originally we were thinking we would do broad-breasted, the bronze production birds. And the availability on those wasn't great. So we ended up getting some artisan black broad-breasted. And this is a new breed for us. It's going to be an interesting learning curve because, like I said, when I opened the box, I was like, oh, these guys are black. Like, I'm not used to seeing black turkeys, but check these guys out. So they're black and white, really pretty. They've got some white feathers on their black. It's predominantly black, but there's a little bit of white. You can see the white in their face. But the really cool part, and I can't wait till they get a little bit older, but if you look at their feet, their legs are black, but then their actual feet are kind of like a white color. So I think that's gonna look really cool when they get a little bit older. But I figured I would take the opportunity to show you guys these chicks because I've got to clean out their bedding. And that's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about while we're doing that is with turkeys, you have to have a much higher protein. 26 to 28-ish percent for your turkeys. They absolutely need way more protein than chickens do. And what that does is it produces more ammonia when they're getting rid of it. And so that means that their bedding is going to smell much worse than a chicken during that same time period. So with these turkeys, I'm having to change out their bedding a lot more often than I would chicks. And another reason why that's important is because turkeys like to stay dry when they're chicks. So you want to keep them warm, but you also want to keep them dry. So we're going to go ahead and clean this out and get everything set back up for them so that they'll be nice and dry. Okay, so with the turkeys, I don't put a whole lot of bedding. Like, I don't build it up real heavy because I've found that that's kind of a waste and it's not necessary. You need just enough so that whatever surface you have them in, it's not slick, so that they don't develop leg problems, sprout a leg and all that stuff. Now, another thing that I have noticed to keep the shavings from getting wet and nasty a lot quicker, and I kind of learned this with the ducks, is I take the bottom of one of the feeders that, you know, screws together. Like, this is the top, you know, the top part goes right there. I've taken that and I flipped it upside down and I rest that in there and set that on there so that when I put their water on, it's up higher. Because remember, turkeys are also, the chicks are also a little bit taller than regular chicken chicks, right? So by putting that up higher like that, you're gonna prevent all of those problems that you could have. Just like things like drowning, you know, because they do that too. So when you lift up that water and they're not having to put their head down as far, you kind of take that problem away as well. Now, one of the other cool things that I'm really interested to find out about with these birds is they are a production bird, so they're not heritage, but they're supposed to have a lot of the qualities of a heritage breed turkey. So they grow a little bit slower, they don't grow as huge, I'm told that the hens get to about 12 and a half pounds, and that the toms will get to about 20 pounds. We're gonna raise these guys out about 20-ish weeks, so we're not going to push them full of feed. We're gonna let them forage, which is another thing. Because they have a lot of the heritage characteristics, they're supposed to be really good with foraging and being in a free-range environment. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys do this year. We'll definitely keep you updated and let you know what we think throughout the season, and then once it comes time to process one for Thanksgiving. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.